So we're going to do a little sister girl energy going on right here. I've got, Madam Senator, the work that you've done has been so amazing, and I want to talk to you a little bit about labor unions and the work and how important it is in this race. Can you tell us, when we talk about labors, how important is it in this movement that we see?
First, I think that what's incredibly important for us to know that labor unions are not this thing that exists on the outside somewhere on a hill with, magic spice. Labor unions are the workers who are our neighbors. It's the teacher that we go to church with. Yeah. It's the home care worker that takes care of our mother or our grandmother. It's the nursing home person that brings medication every single day. So let's appreciate that the power of unions are the people who make them up. And so understanding that who is the union helps to answer your question so succinctly. Because in order to win this election, we've got to be talking to every single person that we come in contact with about how important this election is. And so we're not going to miss the opportunity to talk to our neighbor who's a nurse who knows that health care is on the ballot. We're not going to miss the opportunity to talk to our firefighters and our police, the first responders who know that public safety is on the ballot, right? We're not going to miss the opportunity to talk to our friend at church who's a teacher who knows that Project 2025 wants to destroy and eliminate the Department of Public Education. And so once we understand who the union is, we can get real clear about what the role is that they play in this election and understand our power to make sure that everybody is brought to the ballot and understand what is at stake in this election.
Talking about the power that people play, I want to bring in the power of women, because my girl Jotaka Eaddy here has been, I've seen your rise and your journey, which has been amazing, and you have helped put some magnificent names on ballots. And so with Black women, let me just first say thank you. Secondly, also, there was a statistic that came out years ago that said that nations lose billions of dollars when they do not invest in their women and children. When we think about that and we see this Harris-Walz ticket and she's at the top, what do you think of being here in the middle of this DNC and the work that you've done to bring us here?
Well, it is just electrifying. First of all, just to be in the presence of the senator from California, my good sister, Senator Laphonza Butler, who has always been a fighter for not only workers' rights, but also women's rights, which is so important. And I think about right now, just standing in this convention hall, I think about what it was like some 52 years ago when you think about a Shirley Chisholm, who had a very different experience than a Vice President Kamala Harris had, or you wind back 60 years ago and you think about a Fannie Lou Hamer and what her experience was like. It's very different than the experience that we're having, and it is because of the work, the fight, and the vision of women like those women and the Dr. Dorothy Irene Heights and so many that poured into each generation that brings a Senator Laphonza Butler and a Jotaka Eaddy to stand here to witness on Thursday the acceptance of the nomination of a Vice President Kamala Harris. There is something to be said about the power, the work, the vision, and the consistency of Black women over generations.
Thank you so much for that. I know they're about to snatch you up, but I just want you to speak just to even piggyback off of that. Yeah. Talk about the power of women on the ballot, from Harris ticket all the way down to the down ballot as well.
Yeah, look, this is a question, and I just want to build on Jotaka's point, because I went to Jackson State University. I know the power of Black women because I saw it every single day. My college professor was the organizer on the floor of the 1964 convention when Fannie Lou Hamer had the guts to declare that she was sick and tired of being sick and tired, right? And so our institutions play such a vital role in the vibrancy of our community and our commitment to civic participation as a community. And making sure that our institutions are strong is really being done in a lot of ways in partnership between all of our leaders, our men and our women, who are helping to keep those legacies strong and telling the story, not just of the vision, but the history of how we got here from generation to generation. And so for me, it is Black women are essential. Black women are an essential part, not just to our past, but an essential part of our future. And we're going to do that in partnership with our neighbors. We're going to do that in partnership with our brothers. We're going to do that in partnership with everyone who believes that the best of this country is still in front of it, and who's going to make sure that they know that black women are going to have just as much voice today as we do moving forward, because as the Vice President has declared, we are not going back, and neither are black women.
Senator Butler, thank you so much. You are always welcome at AURN. I appreciate you so much. Jotaka Eaddy, thank you so much. My USC fellow grad.
Go Gamecocks.
I love it. Go Gamecocks. Got to put it in there. Thank you both.